The Thymus Engine, a leader's guide to dignity and drive. The killer hook, visual cue. Start dramatically with images of flat growth charts or exhausted employees in modern settings. Tone, questioning and dramatic. Let's be honest. You offer top salaries, best-in-class benefits, and maybe even a ping-pong table, yet your team still lacks that genuine fire. Why, despite unprecedented comfort, is your organization suffering from chronic demotivation? Why won't your best people fight for innovation and take real risks? You think the problem is money. You are wrong. The problem is that we've ignored the true engine of history and the core human yearning. The solution introduction. Visual cue. Display the cover of The End of History and The Last Man and an image of Francis Fukuyama. Tone. Fast, introductory and assertive. Francis Fukuyama, in his groundbreaking work, The End of History and The Last Man, dropped a philosophical bomb. He asserts that the driving force behind all human history and conflict is not merely economic need, but the struggle for recognition. This book holds the key to your management crisis. For Fukuyama, true success stems from satisfying the human need for dignity. Result promise and roadmap. Visual cue, graphic display of the 3 key takeaways as a structured roadmap. Tone, decisive and outcome-focused. In these next few minutes, we distill this philosophical masterwork into a powerful managerial tool. You will learn precisely, first, why the old management paradigm, the economic man, has failed us. Second, what Thymus, the true engine of motivation, is and how to unleash it in your team. Third, how to avoid creating the last men, the comfortable but ambitionless employees. This is your roadmap to 21st century leadership. Key point 1. The old paradigm. Visual cue. A simplified, hierarchical organizational chart with arrows only pointing to money/rewards. Tone. Critical, serious, and blunt. The outdated paradigm defines your team as the economic man. This simplistic view dictates, if you want motivation, raise the salary. If you want performance, threaten layoffs. This perspective reduces employees to modern servants, creatures who work solely to satisfy desire or overcome fear. This assumption is catastrophically wrong in today's complex, knowledge-based economy. Key point 1. Deepening the issue. Visual cue. Zoom in on an employee pretending to be engaged, referencing the greengrocer parable. Tone. Warning and analytical. The profound consequence of this paradigm is more than low productivity. Fukuyama warns it offers a, quote, gravely defective form of recognition. Your employees are forced to pretend, like the communist-era greengrocer. They comply, but they do not believe. They are present, but they are not committed. This hidden insult to human dignity is why your team collapses in a crisis, because there is no real conviction. Key point 2. The new paradigm. Visual cue. Schema of the Platonic soul with an emphasis/highlight on Thymus. Tone. Exciting, scientific, and promising. The solution lies in harnessing Thymus. This Greek term refers to the part of the soul that demands recognition of its worth and dignity. It doesn't primarily seek money or logic. It demands respect. This is the force that makes a soldier risk his life for his nation, or an entrepreneur risk everything for a great idea. Thymus is the single true engine of motivation. Key point 2. Practical example. Visual cue. Scene of a team giving non-monetary, public praise to a colleague for intellectual courage. Tone. Practical and tangible. How do you feed Thymus? By creating a system of universal and reciprocal recognition. Instead of just boss-employee, establish a culture of organizational citizenship rights. Example. Create an intellectual courage award. Reward the person who had the bravery to stop a failing project early, saving the company resources. By doing this, you recognize their dignity as an autonomous adult, not just a cog. Key point 3. The second concept. Visual cue. Image of healthy internal competition or an ambitious pioneer. Tone, challenging and stimulating. To complete the transformation, you must deal with megalothymia. This deep-seated force is the desire to be recognized as superior to others. If your organization only offers mere equality, isothymia, your high achievers will leave out of boredom. You must create safe and ethical channels for megalothymia. Think highly challenging innovation projects or elite task forces where individuals can prove their excellence in a healthy, competitive way. Comparison and contrast, visual cue, a split screen comparing economic management versus thymotic management. Tone, pounding and emphatic. Here is the difference. The old management buys contentment, economics. Fukuyama's management builds dignity, thymos. Management based on money is ultimately boring and demeaning, reducing man to an animal concerned with sustenance. Management based on dignity transforms your organization into a battleground of competence, where people fight with their whole being for purpose, not just paychecks. Core summary and recap. Visual cue. Rapid-fire review flashcards. Economic man, thymos, megalothymia. Tone, quick, firm, and summarizing. Let's review. 1. The economic man paradigm has failed. 2. Thymus, the need for dignity, is the real engine of motivation. 3. Megalothymia, the need for superiority, must be channeled into challenging, ethical, and constructive competition. Emotional call. Visual cue. Employees standing up with energy and smiling, engaging in lively discussion. Tone. Motivational and inspiring. Fukuyama warns against the absolute victory of comfort and security, which creates the last man, a creature happy, safe, but devoid of the passion for greatness. Your organization is at risk of mass-producing these individuals. As a leader, it is your duty to restore passion to work. You cannot buy dignity. You must build it. By activating thymus, you are waking your organization from a long, slow nap. Final call to action. CTA, visual cue, display of like and subscribe icons along with an appealing download box. Tone, friendly yet decisive. If these insights have fundamentally shaken your thinking, like and subscribe to our channel right now. It helps us turn great philosophy into practical management. And more importantly, to help you start this change today, we have prepared a free 3-step checklist for assessing and steering thymus in your team. The link is in the description below. Download it now and save your organization from the end of history.